All right, it's pyramid time. So we're going to find the surface area and volume of pyramid. So you can see that a pyramid has the base, and then it has one base, and then one apex, one vertices at the top. The distance, its height to the perpendicular distance from the base. If the base isn't regular, then the surface area is the sum of all the areas of the faces. And I've said that before. So here's the formulas. For surface area and for volume, make sure you understand these, perimeter. S is new. It's like that slant height. B is your base area, and H is the true height. So from the base to that apex, that 90 degrees, and you can see it here. Next, we're going to find the surface area and volume of this figure. I'll move this up. So I started on this. Surface area is 1/2, and then this is 6, this is 6. So it's a rectangular pyramid, and it's a half because it is a pyramid. So it's a half of a prism, which is interesting. So we have my perimeter is 6, 6, 6, 6. So that's 24. My slant height I don't have. But if the clues given here, if this is 8, I believe this would be 3, so that's going to that center, because this would be 3. Okay. And so we're trying to find the hypotenuse here. So that would be 8 squared, you see this, plus 3 squared equals S squared. So 8 squared plus 3 squared equals 73. So S squared equals 73. So S equals the square root of 73. All right, so my slant height is the square root of 73. Why did I change? Oops, 73. Plus the area of my base. My area of my base, I think we should have done this all separately. We did that last time. So my perimeter is 24. My slant height is the square root of 73. And my base is 6 times 6, which is 36. Now I'm going to run that all together. I feel much better when I break it down. So surface area is 0.5. P is 24, S is the square root of 73, plus my base of 36. All right, so let's punch this into the calculator and see what this baby's going to look like. Times the square root of 73. That's lovely. Plus 36. I'm going to do my square root of 73 in parentheses. Plus 36. 138. Let's see. That's what my key has. Yep, about 138.5. Does it say word around? 138.5 inches squared. Surface area. All right. Volume. 1/3. My base is 36. My height is 8. Remember, it's from the very top to the very bottom. All right. 1 ABC 3 times 36 times 8. Volume is 96 inches cubed. That wasn't so bad. Next. All right, so now we're talking about that lateral area, and we hit on this just briefly. So lateral area is just the sides that you see. So on this, it is not, obviously, it is not the base. All right. Faces, lateral faces, faces. Only, no bases. That's lateral. And this is specific. Okay, so let's find it. So L is also your S, so just FYI. So this is lateral area equals 1/2 my perimeter. So again, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6 times 4 is 24. And then my S, or my slant height, is this the same one we had earlier? Yes, it is. So we knew that was the square root of 73. Okay. S is square root of 73. And I think that's it. Okay. 0.5 times 24 equals times the square root of 73 equals, I have 102. Lateral area is 102.5 inches squared. There you go. So all you did is we could have taken our 1 from the other page. What is it? 138.5, and then just subtracted the 36 for the base and got the same thing. Different ways to do it. All right, so here we do. Find the surface area and volume for the figure below. Remember to find the area of the base with A as the apothem, N is the number of sides, and S is the side lengths. All right, so let's start out with our P, perimeter. Our perimeter, 6, and how many sides is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times 6 is 36. My slant height is 9. Area of my base. All right, so let's try this. So this is 3. Well, I'm going to put this like this so we can see it. This is no different. Here's my apothem. This is 3. This is a hexagon. So 60. So this thing is 60. This is 30. And so we'll go tangent of 30 over 1 equals the opposite over my adjacent. So 3 times 1 is 3. And then 3 divided by the tangent of 30 gives me 5.2. Okay, that's my apothem, 5.2. All right, so what was it asking me for my base area? So this is 6 for my triangle. Can you even see this? Okay, so area of my hexagon. So area is equal to that triangle, 0.5, which is base is 6. The height we decided was 5.2. And how many sides? There are 6 triangles that come together here. And so I'm going to multiply that by 6. That's how I'm getting that. Jeepers, there's a lot to this, and I sure hope you're hanging in there with me. So 93.6 is that base. Gosh, I want to say BA for base area. That's okay. 93.6. Good night. Are we ready to add this all up? So surface area is equal to 0.5. My perimeter is 36. Slant is 9 plus 93.6. Square, 0.5. 255.6. surface area, inches squared. Actually, sorry about that. I was having a hard time trying to get you to visualize how to do this because I was thinking the volume was going to be super easy and we had everything, but we did not. So we needed to get, and it's hard to visualize this, and I think I want a different pen. So I stopped it, and I hope I didn't mess you up. So we needed our height, and we don't have this height. Okay, so you have to think of this as another triangle here. Do you see that triangle for this guy here? I think this is the easiest way to see this. And we know that this right here is the apothem, which we found out to be 5.2. So this is this triangle here. This is the best way to see this. Okay, so we're looking at this triangle, which is the same as this one, but we're looking straight on it, so it's harder to understand. So we have this triangle here. We don't know this, but we do know this right here because that's the apothem. That's 5.3. Okay, so that 5.3, these two to that apothem form a 90-degree angle, and we know the slant height here to go to that point is 9. So that is, can you see that guy? That triangle there? So we know that the 5.2 here, and we know the slant height is 9. Let me get rid of that. So the slant height is our hypotenuse. So really it's kind of like a squared plus 5.2 squared equals 9 squared. And then I'm going to say a squared is equal to that minus the 5.2 squared, because I'm going to subtract that from both sides. As you can see, I am running out of room. So 9 squared minus 5.2 squared equals, so a squared equals 53.96, and then I'm going to clear that out and say the square root of 53.96, and I get the 7.3. So that's how we do that. Yowza, I know that was a lot. So we still need to calculate this. I'm going up here, 1 ABC3 times 93.6 times 7.3. 227.76 or 0.8. What is that? Inches cubed. I hope I didn't mess you up too badly. It was just trying to get a visual on that. That was difficult. I had to really work through it. So there you go. If you have any questions, you'll let me know.